Hello, it's Jay here again, and welcome to another video. Apologies that it's been so long, but it is the holidays here, and it does make recording a little bit different, but anyway, we're going to pick up from where we left off in the previous video. So from the previous video we fixed a typo, but we didn't go through the code. There's still 2 errors left. Let's open those up. They're both in the player movement script, and this typo we fixed when that should be a capital R in player 1 round 1. So let's fix that. And also here in the void update, let's just save that off. Now, I'm sure you've all done this already, but I do still like to show that I fix these in the videos. And that has now worked. So let's start up the video. And we'll just let it run through as we always do. So in this video it's going to be more testing what we've done so far. So let's start the game. There's the player. So if you remember from a couple of videos back, we implemented an if block that will kill the player instantly. I'm going to use that now. We need to watch the opponent to see if he plays the winning animation, which in this case I'm just using the demo animation. So let's hit the button, and that works correctly, so we can stop that there. So with that in place, I'm going to open up the player 1 health script. And we're going to open up the opponent 1 as well. We'll come to play 1 health, so for testing only. This is the if block that kills the player. I'm going to change space to the P button for player. Again, this is only for testing, and it will need to be deleted or fully commented out before building the project, otherwise it won't work properly. Let's copy that for now into the void update, and we'll change P to O for opponent, and obviously it now needs to be current opponent health to the minimum. We'll come back to the player 1 health. We'll just add this if block as well from the void update. Again, we'll paste that in at the top of the function. So it's the if for is player defeated. Obviously we need to change this to is opponent defeated. Does not equal true. Let's change that into the comments, and we also need to copy the naming convention opponent health depleted check, because that is the function we're going to call. Let's paste that in, and we'll save that off. We'll hit play again. So we'll just check that the button for killing the player is working, which it is, and the opponent still plays the winning animation. Now we're going to use the button to kill the opponent off. So let's just quickly go through this. We'll kill the opponent. And now the player plays the demo animation. Let's stop that there. So we'll leave those for now. They will help us. Obviously, I'm referring to these if blocks. They will help us when we come to round counters, match counters, how many matches we've won, and all things like that. So we'll leave that as it is for now. We're not using the keyboard, so having those inputs in place will be absolutely fine while we create the game. So let's come to now the fight manager, and we're actually going to implement or begin to implement the round counters. So void update, print, open and close brackets, close the line off, inside brackets, quotation marks. And let's put player rounds plus, and then we want the current player round 1. Let's just copy that, and I'm going to paste that in below. And again, we'll swap out here. Again, I'm going to put in testing only. And I'll put delete before building. Let's save that off. And I'm going to come to the console. I haven't cleared it off yet, but I'm just going to click on some of these debug logs. So let's just get rid of some of these. Just so our console doesn't become so cluttered. And obviously I will need to comment out a lot of, well, all of these before building the project. But for now, I just want to comment out the ones that commonly pop up just so we can see what happens. And as you can see, let's stop that there. So they should both be on 0, but you can see what's happening. They are just constantly counting up. So we need to come back to the fight manager. Check round over. Let's just delete that. We'll save that off. So I've just deleted calling that function from the void update, and as you can see they both stay on 0 now, as they should do. So let's have a look. Check round over. I'm going to change this to a public static void. And then we'll come to opponent player 1 movement. Player 1 1. And I'm going to put it here, so after this return statement, before we stop the core routine, this is where I'm going to say fight manager dot check round over, open and close the bracket off, put this into the comments. So we'll just put that we call the function as we normally do, and you can put from the fight manager script. So let's just save that off there. We'll copy this, we'll come to the opponent AI. And we want to come to opponent 1. And I'm going to put this in the exact same place within the function. It is important, so please make sure you do so. We'll hit play again. And of course we're going to let it run through again. So let's kill the opponent off. And as you can see, player now 0 has stopped. And player rounds now says 1. It's not continuing to count. Opponents remains at 0. So we'll go through and we'll see if it's working when we kill off the player. And it is again. I'm just going to clear that. As you can see, player rounds equals 0, opponent rounds equal 1. So let's stop that there. Obviously we need to show that on screen in the fight GUI, but we'll leave that for the next video. We'll leave this video here for now. So as always, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time. And as always, until then, bye for now.